In a bustling office building in the heart of London, five-year-old George had been faithfully serving as the janitor for over 2 decades. Every morning, he would arrive before dawn, his weathered hands ready to tackle the day's tasks. Little did he know that this ordinary Tuesday would become a day he'd never forget. As George pushed his cleaning cart through the lobby, he noticed something unusual. The normally busy employees were gathered in small groups, whispering and glancing in his direction. Confused and a bit worried, he continued his routine, wondering if he had done something wrong. Suddenly, a young woman from the marketing department approached him with a smile. "George," she said, "we have something for you." She pressed a crisp 20-pound note into his hand. Before George could react, others began to approach, each offering money with kind words and warm smiles. Overwhelmed and bewildered, George felt tears welling up in his eyes. "What's going on?" he managed to ask, his voice trembling. That's when Sarah, the office manager, stepped forward. "George," she began, her voice filled with emotion, "we've all noticed how hard you work, day in and day out. We know times have been tough for you lately, especially with your wife's medical bills." George's heart skipped a beat. He had never mentioned his struggles to anyone at work. Sarah continued, "We wanted to show you how much you mean to us. Everyone in the office has contributed to help ease your burden." As if on cue, the entire office erupted in applause. George stood there, stunned, as person after person came forward with donations, hugs, and words of encouragement. By the time the impromptu ceremony was over, George was holding an envelope containing over £5,000, enough to cover his wife's medical expenses and provide some much-needed breathing room. With tears streaming down his face, George addressed the crowd. "I don't know what to say," he began, his voice choked with emotion. "You've no idea what this means to me and my family. I've always tried to do my job well, but I never expected anything like this. You've restored my faith in humanity." From that day forward, the office was transformed. People greeted George by name, asked about his family, and treated him not just as the janitor, but as an integral part of their community. This heartwarming story reminds us that kindness has the power to change lives. It shows that when we come together to support one another, we can create miracles. In a world that often seems cold and indifferent, acts of compassion like these shine like beacons of hope, inspiring us all to be better, to do better, and to spread love wherever we go.